Hi guys, I'm back. Sorry that I've been MIA. I won't get into that now. I will explain that in another tutorial during the week. But this is a requested video from a girl that I went to school with. Her name is Robin, and she has an event coming up where she needed inspiration for a Grecian inspired hairstyle. So I have done 3 hairstyles over a broad enough spectrum, 2 down styles and 1 up style, trying to please everybody. So if you want to learn how to achieve these looks, then just keep on watching. So to start, you want to curl the hair overall. I use a Remington curling iron, which I'm not actually sure the size of. There is no specification on the packaging. A lot of you have been asking me what size barrel it is. The truth is I don't know. So I'm going to start off with the Upstyle. For this, you want to have an elasticated hairband, preferably one that matches the colour of your hair. Obviously this does not. I got this on Folica.com and it's really cheap. You can also get them in H&M. So this is good because it's got a sort of glued on side, which makes it easier to stick onto the hair. It's a really crap way of explaining it, but you get what I mean. So you want to tilt the head back and you want to hold it at the front of the forehead, keeping the glued part to the head for security, and you want to release it just below the crown. But what I would suggest is pulling out small pieces of hair just to give extra volume, and you want to release it. Also, you want to get 3 bobby pins and you want to pin one of them down at the nape of the neck, just securing this hairband, and the other 2 on either side of the head. You'll be removing the 2 on the either side of the head, but you'll be keeping this one on. This is just to keep it secure while you do your hairstyle. So once your headband is secure, you want to move on to one side of the head first. And basically, you want to take sections of hair and you want to create a small gap in between the elastic hairband. You really want to make sure that you have one that is loose enough to give you room to move your fingers in and out of. So what you want to do is you just want to grab sections of hair and loosely pass them through and bring them out the other side. You want to do this all the way around until you stop at the back. And then you want to repeat on the other side, because the back is the most difficult part, and it's not even that difficult. As you do this, you want to really have the sections of hair as loose and as flappy as possible. So you want to continue adding in sections of hair. I'll probably do 2 more. No, sorry, it's a lie. I'll probably do 1 more and then stop. And at this point, I'm going to repeat on the other side. So now you can remove the bobby pins. I'll remove the other one on the other side as well. It's more just to stabilize the hairband as you add in sections of hair, because it will shoot right off your head otherwise. Obviously when you get to, let's say, this width here, it's a better angle for you guys. What you want to do is you just want to loosely form a little bit of a pocket, and you want to tuck the hair in. Don't push it all the way through, but make sure that it is well hidden also. This is what the side and the front looks like. I like the way that it sort of falls and folds down on this side. I think that's really pretty. And again, you won't have that really obvious headband once you match it to the colour of your hair. So to start this hairstyle, you want to backcomb or tease the crown section here. I've already done this, and then you want to smooth it over. So the next step is you want to take hair on either section of the head, and the placement of the hair totally depends on your own comfort level. If you have no problem showing off your ears, then I would recommend taking a section of hair from the underneath and bringing back like so. Or if you are uncomfortable with that and you want something that conceals your face a little bit more, then I would go from the middle of the forehead to the back of the eye. That is the width span that we are talking about. And you want to take a fair enough section of hair. Everyone's hair growth pattern is going to be different, so you want it to be sort of quite a long section of hair, because you will be draping it down at the back. So you want to work on one side first, and you are going to be making a fanned out Dutch braid. So as you can see, I am just passing each strand underneath the middle. So once you've maybe done 3 or 4 of these, you want to begin to fan it out. So you just very, very lightly want to take the outer edges and you want to pull out. It's a very gentle process. You don't want to be rough with this at all, because if you're halfway down the braids and you are too rough with it and you completely deform the shape of the braid, it's not going to look right and you're going to have to start all over again. So at this point I have done the 2 braids on either side. If after all the tugging and working with the hair it is kind of deflated, you can always go back and back comb some more. Again, it just depends on what your preference is and how volumized you actually like your hair. So what you want to do is you want to sort of find underneath the crown section of hair. I don't mean at the nape of the neck, you don't want it all the way down here, but you do want it probably at the same placement of where the headband was in the Upstyle that I just showed you. Again, key for this is to have matching bobby pins. You just want to find one of the loops, you want to tuck it onto a piece of hair and direct it downwards. Once it's all hidden, that's all that matters. Just some random places around the head to secure it. And don't worry about the tail ends, you can sort those out in a little while. Now you want to move on to the second braid. And depending on where you want your hair placed, if the first braid is quite low and you don't like it, you can place it on top of it to cover up, or vice versa. If you feel that the braid is too high, you can place the second one underneath it to make it a little bit lower. It also depends on the actual length of your hair. So the best place to pin these isn't underneath, it is, you want to grab a section of hair from one loop, grab a section of the other one, and you want to pin it down so that they are actually pinned together and inevitably pinned to the head, and you want to repeat that again. Now, when you reach the side, obviously if you have a clear elastic it makes life a little bit easier, but if you don't, all you need to do is tuck it under and bobby pin it so that it is out of sight. And hopefully you can also curl the end here to sort of weave it into the curl section of the head and make it look like a piece of it, if that makes sense. So for the third and final hairstyle, I want to apologise about the lighting. I had these tutorials already filmed, but as I went to edit them, one of the hairstyles completely was deleted off my system, so I want to get it out on live this evening, so for that I have to refilm it. So I really do apologise, but in time my setup will be much better now that I have it new. So basically, oh my god, I can't even get our head steady. For this hairstyle, it is a lace braid. So you want to start at the center parting on the forehead. And basically a lace braid is you only pick up hair from one side. So I'm going to do a regular 3-strand braid for the first couple ones. And then because you're going the whole way around the head, you only really pick up extremely small pieces of hair and you only add them to the right. So for the left section, you just continue braiding as normal. And you just want to continue in small motions the entire way around until halfway at the back of the head. So I'm going to speed up because the technique is the same, and I'm pretty sure this video is going to be long enough as it is. At the end, you want to only loosen the strands of hair on the right. In the second tutorial that I showed you guys, we did it on both sides, but for this one I only want you to do it on the right. And then you can fan out this sort of section here. Don't worry about this because we can bobby pin it, and it's also going to hide the tail ends of the braid, so it's actually kind of useful. So you want to wrap the hair around the ponytail, and don't worry if it's quite loose. At this point, once you're comfortable with the position of the ponytail, you can begin to bobby pin. So I'm just going to take a couple bobby pins and pin in this direction, and I will pin underneath also, just to the base. And then I'm going to tighten it up on this part because I want the elastic hidden. And this is where you bobby pin the little tail end to the base of the neck. And then you can just tuck that section in the floppy part. That's why it comes in handy. So as you can see, the start of the braid is in the center of the forehead. I originally set at the temple, but then I changed my mind up until the center here. I think it's a lot prettier and it works its way around the back. So that has been my summer 3-in-1 hairstyles, Grecian inspired looks. I hope you guys enjoyed them. They were super easy. I'm going to have so many more hairstyle tutorials, makeup tutorials, DIY videos, hair chains. What else? Shorts. I have so many DIY videos on products to do for summer. Also, if you guys haven't seen my website, I will leave the link for that down below. I'm constantly editing and listing new products on my eBay shop in particular, and Etsy is for all my jewellery and whatnot. I will leave the links for those down below also. My swap box with Marie Sanders, I am so super excited for that. We've been talking about this for so long, and we've sort of been giving each other little hints along the way of what we've got each other, and I'm just so super excited. I can't wait. We freaked ourselves out, but it was so unnecessary. Fitness wise, I hope everybody is keeping up and doing well. My friend Rebecca, she's a personal trainer, and she's going to be helping me out in so many ways with questions and putting exercise routines together alongside the personal trainer that I have in the gym at the moment. So bikini bodies, here we come. So until the next time, I will see you guys soon. Bye.